To Susie, a week on from what was an impressive win here again at Sandy Park. How's training been this week, and how have you found the kind of learning upon from that game?
Yeah, it's been challenging because of the weather, frozen pitches and all that. But it's been good. We've come off them a bit this week because it's been two really physical encounters. So, you know, we've looked at little bits to improve on and kind of focused on those. But it's been much less physical than we have in previous weeks, which is really important when you get into game 3 in 3 weeks. So, I mean, the defence was really impressive last week, but we didn't even seem to have the ball very much. And that's what it feels like for the players. So they've been really determined to try and improve on that this week.
And I guess is that the message, to work as much on the backs as the forwards and just try and work when we do have ball in hand, maximise them opportunities?
Yeah, it's just cutting out the errors, 15 errors which are unforced, coupled with 10 penalties in defence is just unacceptable. How we survived the game is beyond me, but we did, and that shows the character and the heart and the desire of the girls. We spent so much time defending our own line, especially at the end of that first half. So there's lessons to be learnt every single week. So we're moving forward. I think everyone's quite tired, honestly. But I'm sure they'll be determined to go again when it gets to Saturday.
You talk about Saturday, obviously you're playing up at Worcester, a 3G pitch, and you've been doing a little bit of training yourself on a local pitch here.
Well, we have. Really grateful to the college, because otherwise we couldn't have trained this week, literally, frozen pitches. So we've been down at 3G, which is a bit different. It's probably not exactly the same surface as Six Ways, but the bounce of the ball is different. You can restart without any issues. It's not so muddy. So yeah, it's a bit different, which has been good. Still very windy. Six Ways is a tough place to go. It's quite intimidating in itself, and Worcester are very, very different at home to when they're on the road. So we've prepped carefully again, hopefully quite accurately for what's to come, and are ready for it. But we're very much again focused back on ourselves.
And on the back of a couple of really tough games, again, we'll know that Worcester will be tough. They were tough when they come here. They rode us pretty close, didn't they?
They did, and it was a long time ago. There's players come and gone for them. Injuries, setbacks, etc., etc. Same for ourselves. So it's a new chapter for both of us. What I would say is that the score lines where they haven't come out on the right side have not reflected their performances. So we looked at a lot of their footage. We know a lot of their players, and as I said, they've been unfortunate and I think be on the end of some defeats which didn't really merit them. Last week, away at Wasps, which is again another very tough place to go. The first half was very, very even, and Wasps just got the better of them in the second half. So we're under no illusions what we're coming up against on Saturday.
And any changes we're looking to see from last week's squad?
Yeah, a couple of enforced. So we've picked up a couple of concussion injuries or concussions. So we have had to make a couple of changes in the backs. 2 of them are positional. So Lottie Holland is going to be starting in the centre field, which is actually where she spent most of her career. So she hasn't played there much this season, but she has played there a lot before. Merrin moves on to the wing, where she's very, very comfortable and very good. And that gives Niamh Terry an opportunity to get her first start at the back. So that's really exciting for her. I haven't seen it yet, actually. I'm sure she's buzzing. Same starting pack, but, as I said, Michaela's unfortunate, incident has rendered her unavailable for selection, which gives others an opportunity. So very much the same up front, and we're expecting another similar performance where we're doing very, very well. So they deserve to stay in their shirts. And as I said, just a couple of changes in the backs, but we're trying to get better as a squad of 44, and especially as a 23 every time we take the field. So I'm excited.
And just reflecting a little bit, if we could have said where you'd want to be in February and where we are at the moment, we spoke last week and you're quite pleased. How are you challenging the girls to push that forward going to the end of the season?
As I said, we're looking at the detail of what we're doing. I was on a Zoom call this morning about game sense, game management, and how we could make a couple of better decisions with our key decision makers. So those things, because someone like Flo Robinson's a young player, who's learning every single week. She's not Patricia Garcia. She doesn't come with the experience of Pat, but she does come with an unbelievable promise and talent. So quite a lot of stuff on that kind of a bit of reinforcement of the messages around the breakdown, which is absolutely key every time we take the field. And, you know, Rob Hunter did a session with us on Tuesday, which was brilliant, around the attacking breakdown. So there's little bits that we're focusing on every week, but making sure we don't go away from the bigger picture, which is our performance. And back to your question, yes, we are pleased. You know, we're not surprised, because we've been working really hard, and when you work hard, you deserve to be in a good position. And now we want more, because we're hungry for it. So that's the challenge. How can we raise the bar again for ourselves, and for us, especially this week, is being more accurate with when we've got ball in hand.